Hello, welcome to part 72 of this Airbnb Clone Ruby on Rails series. And so regularly I'm getting a lot of comments on various videos about basically a lot of them are appreciating this series, some of them are suggesting code changes. Both of these things are really great, and some of them are feeling sad that this series has such the thumbnails are such simple that it creates confusion, and I do agree with that. It's just that work is kind of boring for me, but I'll try to fix it in time. I'll do that for sure. It's just that I just have to make time for that. And that being said, do share this series and subscribe and comment on these videos so that I can know what all things you are expecting from me and what all new things I can come up with. Okay. That being said, I still have some changes to make to the reservation part. But before I do that, I will have to do one change, which is all these properties have reviews by default. And with that assumption, with that code structure, we have written our code. So what I will have to do is, if I get rid of these comments, get rid of these reviews, we will face some errors. So in this video, I'll focus on fixing those errors. Okay. So the best way for doing that is we can go to Rails console, delete all the reviews and those kind of things. But a better way would be all these reviews are coming from our seeds file, right? So let's go to seeds file and directly comment out these reviews. Okay. With that, I'll stop the server. I'll have to close this also because this is also using our database. I'll drop the database. Create the database. And now I will reset the data. So what it will have is we will have all the properties, users and everything, but we won't have reviews. It will take some time. Okay. And now we will start facing errors at various points. So as soon as we start facing errors, we will keep on solving them one by one, and until and unless it works for us. That's it. So let's focus on that. Clear bin/dev. Let's start. Let's refresh. And this is the first error that we have got. We have got error for round on nil class. So we cannot use round on this class. Basically average final rating is nil. Okay, so let's go to our code, and in that let me search average final rating in our property model. Let's see. So average final rating is nil. Mostly this is when are we using update? We are using this whenever we are adding a review. So if there is no review, that means this column is either nil or has its default value. Okay. So if there are no reviews, that means this function was never called. And if this function was never called, then we will have to see what is the default value of average final rating. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go to our schema. In properties, we have this average final rating and it doesn't have any default value. So what we will do is we will add a default value. We can do this in migration. Let's stop the server. Rails generate migration, add default value to average final rating in properties. Let's see how the migration file is. Okay, it doesn't have anything, so let me search default 0, and I'm going to one of the migrations file. Copy this. We don't need add column, we need change column. Properties, average, average. It is not an integer, it is a decimal, and default is 0. Yeah, it's a decimal and default is 0. Let's try this migration. Rails db migrate. Okay, but I think all our previous properties won't have this default value. Let me restart the server and check. Or it should, because no, it should not actually. Okay, so now what I will do is, there is another thing which is reviews count. Although the error is on this round, but I think we should check this reviews count also, and we should add default to that also. Again, stop the server, clear, generate migration, add default value to reviews count. You can do this in one single migration. I just missed that, and that's why I'm doing it again. Reviews count, use reviews count, it should be an integer. Let's copy that, and default will be 0. Anything else should I worry about in reviews? I think that's fine for now, otherwise we will see later on. So let's do this migration also. Rails db migrate, clear, Rails db reset. I'll reset the database again. By the way, if you want to speed this up, maybe if we decrease the size of our schema, basically create less number of users, that would save a lot of time. Refresh. Now it is working. So obviously I could have added checks and all those kind of things, but this is a better way to do these things. Now we are getting this 0, 0 and all, right? So let's fix that. We'll go to views. Obviously we can fix this. If we don't want to show this, we could have solved the errors on the front end side of it, like the views and all, like checking if it is nil, then just showing new or something like that. But even if it is 0, 0, at least it is not crashing. So this is a better way. That's the perspective here. But still, let's go to views, properties, property item, where, yeah, we have this average final rating and reviews count. So what I will do is, we don't need these brackets, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of this also. And now what I will do is, I will add a code. If we can transfer this code to help us, I'll do that later on. Right now I just want to focus on this fixing of errors. Okay, so if property dot reviews count is not equals to 0, simply greater than 0 should be fine. Else new. Let's refresh and it looks like this, a bit better, not perfect, but at least a bit better. So now we will go to a property and see error. Okay, let's go to this error. Okay, divided by 0. So because our reviews count is 0, it is getting divided by 0. So we'll have to fix this also. Let's do this first and then this. Let's open both of these. Property reviews count divided by 0, reviews. Why is this not working? If reviews count is 0, then we are already working on this. Okay, it's part of model, that's why. Okay, so in model we are facing this issue. So we won't fix it in model, because if we are showing model, we can go to model only if we click on show all reviews, right? And when will we show this button? Only when there are at least 6 or more reviews, right? As per our code. We have this, right? Yeah, show all reviews. So we are showing this button only if the reviews count is greater than 6. Okay, but we haven't added that check here. So in reviews model, so what we will do is we will add a check here. If property dot reviews count is greater than 0. Let me fix this also. Then only we will render this, otherwise we won't render this. Hopefully this works, and it worked. What I will do is I will check this on first property only, then I will check it on all the properties also. Share, it's working, but it is again 0 0. Let's fix that. Share this place. We have this condition. Let's copy this because I think we'll be using it at a lot of places. Reviews, nope. Share model, reviews model, we don't need this. Yeah, let's check, add this here. If reviews is this, otherwise this. Great. And refresh. Okay, we have to use property like this. All these code can be transferred to our helpers. We'll do that all at once. Share looks new, great. No reviews yet, no reviews yet, all looks good. Let's try to reserve this from 18 till 22, reserve. Okay, let's do this test 1 2 3 4 5 6, login. Okay, on this page also we have 0 0, confirm and pay. I'm just copying some text which can help me basically find the form here, this code. So again I'll go to my property item, copy this, paste it here, fix the indentation, cut, paste it here, and I'll use this. Refresh, looks good. Anything else? Confirm and pay. Okay, after this we will have to again see this at various places. Now we are reaching the homepage, but it is not getting refreshed. Why is it not showing any reviews? Okay, sorry, we haven't added any reviews. It's we just have added a booking. So I'll go to wish list. No issues there. Let me do some these, and it looks good. Accounts, reservation, here also the same thing. So I'll go to reservations and payments. And in this, at some point I'll create a model for this, or sorry, a partial for this also. This we have been showing at various places, so I'll create a partial for this at some point. Okay. But I'll use this code here in if condition, and from that I'll use this. Refresh, looks good. Add a review, again same thing. It is getting repeated at a lot of places, so let me add it a to do here. This share, in share model, share, then reservations, reviews, bookings, etc. Okay, now what was I thinking? Okay, on add review, let's go to add review new. In this also I'll just copy this. I think I should have copied it from other file, but it's fine. And refresh. What's the issue? I've copied this, pasted this here. Yep, it is working. So let's get rid of this. Refresh. Let's add content. Great place to stay at. Really tasty food. Great service. Submit review successfully added. We have this one review, go to this, we have this. So for this case we don't have a username, so what we will do is if we don't have a username, either we can make sure that whenever, I think the simple way would be random user. Not the rating item. I'm completely blank here. Properties, reviews. Okay. This we will deal with later, I think. Or should I do it here? It's part of reviews, but it's not part of that error that I'm trying to solve here. Okay, we will tackle this when we shift to helpers part. So for now, let's keep it like this. It's fine. and everything is working. Let's go to accounts, reservations, looks good, add review, everything great. So I'll stop this video here so as to keep it separate from what error fixes we have been doing, and in next video there is one optimization which if you think in detail, it is important for the reservations part and mainly for adding the review. So we will do that. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye.